Hey guys, how are you? So the other night I had a dream and basically I was drowning. It was so weird how it happened. It was like supposed to be a shower, but somehow the water was able to fill all the way up and I couldn't turn it off. And I just felt stuck, like I just was pushed back by the pressure of the water. And I was trying to move forward and I could not. And I was like, I guess I just have to wait and hope that my husband will like come and check on me or something. But it was interesting because it was almost like I was breathing underwater. And as I'm kind of just like about to sit back and basically give up, I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I have to fight. I have to keep trying. What is going on? So I did. And I'm fighting, and I was able to open the door, and the water went out. And I spoke to my mom about it, and she was like, maybe it just really is because you have so much going on, and you feel like you're drowning, and sometimes it's tempting to give up. I was like, that's a good point. That's true. But I also want to bring like a spiritual connection. Not that it necessarily was a spiritual dream, but we can definitely relate. So let's think about it this way. The enemy is forever trying to hold us back, right? He's trying to hold us down. He's trying to keep us from moving forward with what God has planned for us. He's trying to distract us with the small things that don't matter. He's trying to discourage us that what we're doing isn't impactful. He is trying to throw any and everything at us to stop us from being able to move forward with what the Lord has for us. And we can't let him. Sometimes it feels so heavy. Sometimes it feels so impossible that we are tempted to give up or to give in to whatever it is. Like, it's just too much. I can't handle it. I'm overwhelmed and I'm tired. I'm tired of trying. But listen, y'all, do not give up. Do not give in. God has your back. He will give you the strength to move forward. He will give you the strength to keep going. Even if it's little by little, a little bit, get to the next moment in your day. Get to the next hour in your day. Rely on God, and He will get you through your day. He will get you through your week. He will get you through your month. Next thing you know, you are able to testify, I made it. I made it another year. I didn't think I had it in me. I didn't think I could take any more. But by the grace and strength of God, here I am. That is my encouraging word today. Don't let that water drown you. You swim. You swim and get to the top and breathe and ask God for support. He will give you what you need. Also, that also makes me think about this right here, what I'm doing, right? By the way, I found like this feature on Snapchat where you could make it brighter and make it so that you don't have to hold it to record. It's so cool. Y'all probably already knew that, but anyway, I can make a lot of excuses as to why I'm not recording. I can make a lot of excuses as to why the series isn't ready. And I don't know how you say it, like, they're valid, right? Like, I think I can say that the excuses are valid, like it's real. Hey guys, so I wanted to come in here probably at least a week or two later after recording that. I don't know how long it's been. But listen, God had already convicted me, as you know. Once you continue listening on, I kind of talk about the conviction that I felt. But listen, I was watching a podcast last night / listening to it, and that thing, I got on the floor and like on my knees and repented, because the way they explained how the enemy is working against you right now, not to block what you're doing right now, but for the future. So the example that they use, which I'm gonna link the video down. Sorry, the volume like just went up while I'm trying to talk. The example they used was they're talking about how Jesus went without food, right? He was on the fast for 40 days. And then that's when Satan came to tempt him. And they were explaining how it's justifiable. And that's what I was trying to stumble across the words to say. Those were valid reasons why it was challenging for me to record. Like right now, hopefully you can hear me. I don't know, but I'm going to record anyway. But the point is, they were saying it would have been justifiable if he would have said, I am the Lord, watch and see what I can do. And made himself a feast, after his 40-day fast. But he denied his flesh. And the main issue I'm having is sleep. And listen, y'all, it's not because I'm trying to be lazy. I just want to relax. It's literally my body feels so exhausted. My eyes don't want to open, And what I'm hearing, what I'm learning, what I'm understanding is that the enemy is attacking me in that way because he knows it works. Because that will get me every time, right? So they said you have to fight your flesh. Jesus had to fight his flesh, because if he didn't, then when it mattered the most, when was that? When he was in the Garden of Gethsemane. And he said, Lord, if there's any other way, can you take this? But not my will, but your will be done. But if he had given into the flesh then, he's training himself to give into the flesh later. Listen, it was deep, y'all. You got to watch it. We're training ourselves. So if I'm training myself that my plan is to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but if I wake up and I feel so tired, it's been a rough night, the kids didn't sleep well, whatever the case, then I'm just going to sleep in. It's a constant thing. And whatever it is that God has for me that is more important later in the future, I will not be able to stand, because I've trained myself to let these things, these physical whatever, whether it's a desire to eat something, whether it's a desire for more sleep, whatever the flesh is trying to call me to, I've trained myself to, I'll get it back for you. Hold on, Papa. To give in. I've trained myself to say, okay, I'm too tired. And that's okay. It's valid though. I really am exhausted. God knows I am. And that's the other thing that gets, like the other little thing that whispers in your head. God knows what you're going through. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah. And what? Not move forward with what God is asking of you? No, we got to be obedient. We have to die to flesh. Even as uncomfortable and painful as it is, Jesus went through so much pain. You think was having a good time? Not at all. But he suffered for us. And sometimes that means we're going to suffer too. So check out the description. The link will be in there. Real life. Like right now, I'm feeding my baby boy. He's going to sleep. What if I wake him up? I don't want to wake him up. If I record, I might wake him. When am I going to have the opportunity? And then I've been trying to wake up early in the morning. And I heard a message and it convicted me, because it was like, you are like in love with your sleep. Basically, they didn't say that, but basically you're in love with your sleep. That pillow feels so good. You're so tired and you just want to sleep. But while you're sleeping, the next person is disciplined and getting up and doing the work that God has called them to do. And then you're wondering why you're not being successful. Why? This and that. And I'm like, but God, I really am so tired. When the kids finally fall asleep, then you have to take care of like all the house stuff. And then I end up going to sleep pretty late.
There's nobody here.
It's okay. You're okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll be back. Hey, you can pause this thing. Anyway, so my baby girl, I was talking to my mom and I said, you know what, Mommy, I'm going to have to get up anyway, even though I'm tired, and take time with God, because my main goal really is to pray and really make sure I'm connected with the Lord, and then move forward with what He has planned for me, So how can I talk to you guys if I'm not connected to the source, right? I need to be connected to the vine, so then I can be making sure that I'm producing fruit, that I'm speaking according to His word and His will, and not just making up stuff, So with that being said, that's my first goal, is to really have that quiet time with God, get into His word, because I do read the Bible every day, but I talk to God all day long, but I would really need that quiet time with Him. If you know, you know. Type in the comment section if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's my first goal. Then it is to start working on the project that God has asked me to work on. And Jesus is coming back. He's coming back soon. I don't know what soon means, but we can see it. All the evidence that He's coming back. And we need to be ready. We need to be ready. And my goal is to help us be ready. You and me. And hopefully you are planning on joining me once that drops, right? I pray that you join me live, but of course it'll be recorded and it'll be in a folder. And if you can't join on day one, and you have to, play catch up and just join whenever, it'll be there for you. I'll make sure I get the journal out at least a week before the series begins. That way you have time to print your journal, and or if you don't want to print it, can't print it, whatever the case, you can buy it on Amazon. Like, that's all the things that I'm trying to make sure are ready for you guys, so that we can do this together. And if you haven't already joined Patreon, you can join it for free. And then if you want to go another level, like the paid tiers are so that we could have our Zoom meetings and things like that. So we would be connecting more, in a community way. I don't know how to explain, but you know what I mean. Like, it'll be live. It'll be you and me able to talk and discuss and stuff like that, instead of just a one-way conversation. I mean, mind you, I would love it if you are commenting in the comment section of wherever you're watching this. That's another great way for us to communicate. So if you don't want to do Patreon, can't do Patreon, whatever the case, we can still connect and communicate that way, of course. Like, that's still great, better than nothing, right? So please do that. But just wanted to invite you guys to Patreon as well, if that's something you're interested in. It's easy to let life distract us, but one thing that keeps playing back in my mind, like over the past few days, I just keep saying, none of this matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jesus is coming back. None of this matters. The only thing that matters is that we are ready for Him. that we are living for Him, that we are ambassadors for Him, that we are examples of Him for the people who we're around, whether it's your children, your spouse, your friends, your parents, siblings, whoever it is that you are around. It's your job. God called you to be an ambassador for Him, for the kingdom. You are inviting people to everlasting life with our Savior. It's important that you live for Him and live like Him so they can see how amazing He is, right? We can't just be like everybody else, or what's the point? Other people will think, right? So yeah, the time is going to run out. I don't want to do another 5 minutes, so I'm going to end it there. But Jesus is coming back, y'all. That's the most important thing. So let's encourage each other. Love you. God bless you.